Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Vanderbilt's offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Quarterback on the keeper. The ball squirts free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit him as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
Offense set on first down. Wide out in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. I can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. On the move. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're backed up, first and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. That pass is incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. And he ends up taking a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in fourth and manageable. And you dang right. We're going for this puppy. We got our fourth down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
They'll try to pick up the first. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on fourth down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things in practice, coaches probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they showed it.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Tennessee 9, Vanderbilt 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's blue. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, bro.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
First down, Commodores.
They'll keep it on the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your
open runway ahead. The 50, the 40, at the 20. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Now on 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Tennessee, 9. Vanderbilt.
First down to start the drive after the break. Using his legs, it's back. Oh, what a move! At the 45, on its way. Tackled after picking up the first down.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
They'll throw it on first down. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Commodores. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this into the house. house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the lead.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Right on target this time. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Oh, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. They'll run it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. The play action fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unleashes one. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It's complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Gonna run it. It's for Cloud. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you've got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Man, did he show some pops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Vanderbilt, 14, Tennessee.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback will keep it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll go right back to him. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Using his legs, it's back. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Vanderbilt, 14.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Going with the counter play here.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half.
16. Vanderbilt, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee. The Big Orange offense on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Looking to throw on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Right there, where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw under.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much 60.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
On the ground, it's McLeod. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll try to pop the draw. Shakes off the tackler. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Finds the tight end. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
14.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Oh, there's the ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. Bounced off his feet.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, or maybe blitz.
The Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Trying play action. Fires left. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get that shot.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. They're setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 26. Vanderbilt, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's blue. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Makes the catch and knocked down. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Makes the grab. It's Lacey. The ball's free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the run, it's back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Vanderbilt, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
On second down, wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Vols will line up to punt it away.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's McLeod. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and made. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over.
And he's running in the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the beatdown has ensued. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Blue. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blue. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lacey. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. The Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot is. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for these fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
That third down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's got him, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand. Were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The Commodores are marching down the field. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
First down, Commodores.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Might be looking to run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw on second down. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. On first down, here comes this offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you